ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. It is a monster matchup, Jim Begley.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige them.
And we're underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Guardiola, Peter, is a fella who appeared on the scene after a meteoric rise on the international scene, but he really is, for me, the blueprint of the modern centre-half, and of course he can play at left-back too. He's old school, he's uncompromising defensively, and he is truly outstanding on the football.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Sutalo is there, and he can get that clear. Vega forwards and with intent. Nuno Mendes. Pedro Neto. That is lovely. There are a few waiting for it. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Pedro Neto. A chance to play it in. Pedro Neto with the delivery. Sutalo with the clearance. Vardiol. Perisic. Vardiol. And it's Perisic. Perisic delivers. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Vitinha. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto, gently done. Pasalic. Baturina. Vardiol. Vardiol played out to the left flank. It's a good-looking delivery. Defending of the desperate variety. Vardiol. Sucic. And here's Perisic. Vardiol. Baturina. Modric. Modric, that's a delicate pass. Pedro Neto, aim forwards. Nuno Mendes. Cristiano Ronaldo. Vitinha, moved on forwards.
Cristiano Ronaldo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Stanisic. Pasalic. Baturina played out towards the right wing. In by... hits it first time! Mendes shifted upfield.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Bruno Fernandes. Shapes to shoot! And it's Vitinha. And here's Bruno Fernandes.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
João Cancelo. Vitinha. And it's played forward. Great work on the overlap. Vitinha. So who's he picking out? Oh, that's neat. Pedro, chance! Stanisic can get it clear. Baturina. Perisic. Sucic. Baturina. That's really well manoeuvred. João Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. Moved on forwards. And that is as far as they're going to go. Perisic goes on a charge down the left. Delivers the ball. Vega tries to clear. And it's Perisic. Vardiol. And here's Perisic. Out towards the flank. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to...
Takes a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward. And it's played forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And here's Bernardo Silva. João Neves. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Vitinha goes short. Sucic, aim forwards. Stanisic. Croatia can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Perisic. Swept in. Diogo Costa gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. Vitinha. Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha moved on forwards. And here's Neto. Great run on the overlap here. And here's Neto. Can he deliver? Oh, that's nice. Pedro Neto with the delivery. And reclaimed it in a trot. Bruno Fernandes! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Baturina. Perisic. Quarter of an hour played. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Bruno Fernandes. Now who's going to be first to this? Played out wide. And it's Cancelo. And it's been taken short. Portugal given another corner. But Croatia have a free kick. Livakovic sends that a long way. Bruno Fernandes. Araujo. And he goes cross-field. Pedro Neto. That's a nicely shaped ball. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And that has been cleared. Modric. Stanisic. Pasalic. Stanisic, nicely aimed pass. João Neves. Vitinha, and it's played forward. Pedro Neto. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. João Neves. João Cancelo. João Cancelo chooses to go cross-field. Perisic. Played towards the other side. Pasalic. Modric. Vardiol. Now it's Perisic. Perisic, now here's the delivery. Bernardo Silva. Vega, aim forwards. Can he get onto this? He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Chance for a shot! Vitinha. Vitinha played over towards the opposite flank. João Cancelo. João Neves. Nuno Mendes. Out to the left it goes. Bruno Fernandes! A real chance and a real let-off.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Modric. Stanisic goes forward. Araujo can get it clear. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. João Cancelo, gently done. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Croatia to retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Oh, can he get onto this? João Neves. Vitinha. Araujo. That's really well manoeuvred. Nuno Mendes. Pedro Neto. Oh, nice touch. Now it's Pedro Neto. Mendes could try cutting inside here. And a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Livakovic trying to keep this in. Dealt with nicely by the defence. It's run loose here. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And the wall's done its job. And it's Vitinha. Over to the left. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Portugal clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
João Neves. Oh, good spread. Araujo. Araujo shifted upfield. Pedro Neto with the delivery. It's a goal kick. Modric. Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. Cristiano Ronaldo. Stanisic. Was coming up to the 30-minute mark. Sucic. Spread out to the left. Vardiol. Vardiol forwards and with intent. That has been knocked clear. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto goes hurtling down that left-hand side. Lovely feet. Nuno Mendes. Vardiol is there and he can get that clear. Oh, what a climb! couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Modric. Sucic. Stanisic. Vega. Over to the left. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And it's Vitinha. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Now then, the ball's come loose. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. João Cancelo. Up he goes! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Moved on forwards. Oh, can he get onto this? Perisic. Perisic chips it through. Pasalic. Oh, sweet feet. Looking for a decent ball in. It's a... and the shot! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish. That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
He's in plenty of space here. Sutalo gets it away. Baturina. Stanisic. Pasalic. Vardiol. And it's played forward. Bernardo Silva. João Cancelo. Looks to the other side. Pedro Neto. Showing good feet. Nuno Mendes. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Play for a throw. Baturina. Modric. Sucic. Baturina. Perisic. And it's Pasalic. Sucic. Sucic played out to the left flank. Now it's Baturina. the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Modric plays it short. Oh, smashing header! Vega forwards and with intent. That's really well manoeuvred. Now, what's he got in mind? João Cancelo. Vitinha. João Cancelo. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Bernardo Silva. And that's been won straight back. Sucic. Vardiol. Perisic. Vardiol. And it's Bachurina. Now it's Pasalic. Pasalic. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Neto on a charge down the left. Nuno Mendes tries a cross. Cristiano Ronaldo. And can he finish it?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Perisic. Vardiol, oh, good-looking ball. Out to the left it goes. Strong running down that left flank. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Stanisic did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Schutalo. Moved on forwards. Baturina. And it's Pasalic. Stanisic. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Oh, such a clever touch. Modric. It's a threatening ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nuno Mendes. And he's there to clear it. Pasalic. Perisic is onto it in a flash. And here's Perisic. Araujo. And play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Bruno Fernandes. He can get that clear. They get a throw-in. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Sutalo. Pasalic. Stanisic. And that is out of play. Baturina. Modric looks to the other side. Back into the middle. Vardiol spread out to the left. And that has been cleared. Araujo clears it away. Pedro Neto, gently done. Can he spark a counter here? João Neves. And he's picked out the run. Mendes is on, climbs up big! Modric. And it's half-time here. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Second period then underway.
Portugal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Vardiol. Perisic. Modric. João Cancelo. Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha. That's been drilled forward. Tries to get it clear. Vitinha. João Cancelo. João Neves. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes knocks it out wide. Plenty waiting in the middle. And here's Vitinha. Oh, shooting chance! Referee's given a throw. Cross goes in there. That has been knocked clear. Nice interception, well timed. And he's there to get it away. Baturina. Stanisic. Sucic. Sutalo shifted upfield. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Mendes, and he goes cross-field. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Baturina. Pasalic. Now it's Baturina. He's shifting through the gears here. Cross.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances gone a begging.
Great chance! Pasalic chooses to go back. Decent chance! João Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. João Cancelo. Bernardo Silva, who's set up one goal so far. It's a mighty effort! Marvellous goal!
And now it's all about how they handle this from here. Edging ahead again in this second half is best followed up with a bold mindset, a bold approach. The skipper set the example. It's up to his teammates now to follow.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Cristiano Ronaldo demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Portugal take the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Perisic. Vardiol. And it's Perisic. Pasalic. No, not quite on the same wavelength. João Neves. Played towards the other side. Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes. Over to the left. Pasalic. Baturina. Perisic. Vardiol. Sucic, aim forwards. João Cancelo. Vega. João Neves. Bernardo Silva chooses to go cross-field. Portugal couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Stanisic. Sutalo. It's a sharp pass. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Now it's Pedro Neto. Nuno Mendes. And here's Neto. He's had a shot! Well, it was a decent attempt in the end.
Well, the hold-up play as that move was being constructed was important for the runners, and more really should have been made of it.
Perisic. Croatia keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Now it's Pasalic. Pasalic! And that would have been some goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Vega, gently done. Bernardo Silva, now he's off and running. Baturina. And it's Modric. Here's a chance! Great effort, but no way through. Nuno Mendes. Played out to the right. Throw-in. Perisic. Vardiol. Perisic. Vardiol. Ball is over the line. Great defending, strong and determined. Baturina. Modric. Baturina played out to the left flank. Perisic. And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
João Neves. That's really well manoeuvred. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Stanisic. Stanisic.
Croatia really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Nuno Mendes. That's tidy. Vitinha. Oh, that is Pedro Neto! And it's played forward. Croatia getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. João Neves. João Cancelo. João Cancelo played over towards the opposite flank. Pasalic does really well to win the ball there. Stanisic. And it's Pasalic. Pedro Neto. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. João Cancelo. And he goes cross-field. Pedro Neto. Played into space out wide. Vitinha. Out to the right. Now it's Pasalic. He is through here. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Played out to the right. And it's Bachurina. Sucic. Moved on forwards. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Nuno Mendes. Mendes forwards and with intent. Guardiola wins the duel this time. Teresic. Guardiola. Teresic. Baturin and the shot! It's anyone's ball now. Nuno Mendes. João Neves. Araujo. Vega shifted upfield. That's a throw. Sucic. And it's Perisic. Oh, and he's asking too much with that. Nuno Mendes. Play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Bernardo Silva. João Cancelo. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Oh, smashing header! Denied by an instinctive save.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So here comes a substitution. And it's hoisted clear. Sucic. And it's Cancelo. João Cancelo, spread out to the left. Lovely bit of skill. That's good play. Cross from Cancelo. That is a brilliant interception. Teresic. Sucic, aim forwards. Vlasic. Out to the left it goes. Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Modric with the short one. Time to deliver. Perisic. Guardiola. Shoots! Another big chance that gets away. Vitinha. Moved on forwards. Oh, can he get onto this? Nice physical challenge. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. That's going to go a long way. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Big chance! Fabio. Perisic. Sucic. And it's played forward. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Vitinha. And here's Neto. And here's Neto. Nuno Mendes tries a deft little ball. Bernardo Silva. Stanisic making good progress on the right-hand side. He's got away. Cleared without complication. Out for a throw. Pasalic. And it's Stanisic. Now it's Vlasic. Hit into the middle. Araujo attempts a clearance.
Croatia really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
João Cancelo. Bernardo Silva looks to the other side. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Neto. Proves too strong.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Perisic gently done.
Croatia really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Vega. Vega forwards and with intent. Perisic. Played towards the other side. And it's Pasalic. Vlasic. Vitinha with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Shapes to shoot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. João Cancelo. Bernardo Silva chasing after it. Claudio. Stanisic. Pasalic. Nice control. And that's aimed in. Up he goes! And that could come back to haunt them.
Ah, that was so poor. A very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
That's really well manoeuvred. Bernardo Silva is onto it in a flash. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, great Bruno Fernandes! And that would have won it.
Bruno Fernandes really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Sucic, pinged towards the front line. Vega can get it clear. And that was very necessary. And it's Sucic. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
Look, Peter, what they need now are cool heads and discipline, and instead it looks like they've got a liability in their side.
It's a loose ball. Bruno Fernandes getting this one clear. That's very neat. Can he finish? And that could have brought them level. Araujo. João Neves. Araujo aimed forwards. Moved on forwards. Sucic. Tries a measured ball. Pasalic. Now it's Pasalic. There's the shot! Should have equalised.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And it's played forward. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. There are a few waiting for it. And here comes the corner. They've played it short. Oh, what a climb! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Modric forwards and with intent. Stanisic. Pasalic. Modric.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Bernardo Silva.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Into the last 5 minutes. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. João Cancelo. Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva chooses to go cross-field. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Neto. Nuno Mendes climbs up big! And that has been clubbed away.
Portugal nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Guardiola aim forwards.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Bernardo Silva. João Cancelo. It's a good run down the right. Bernardo Silva.
Portugal can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Pasalic. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Portugal really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Modric. That's really well manoeuvred. Araujo gets over and intercepts. Bruno Fernandes given the lift of his goal. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Vitinha. Played towards the other side. João Cancelo. Vitinha. Vega. João Neves. João Neves shifted upfield. Bernardo Silva. Oh, it's played into the area. Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes. Pasalic. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Sucic. Sucic, gently done. Perisic. Bernardo Silva. João Cancelo. João Neves. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes. Played out wide. Pedro Neto. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Vlasic. Perisic.
Going nowhere fast is about the only way I can describe this. They've just got to be busier.
Guardiola. Sucic. Modric. Pasalic. Perisic turns and goes back. Vardiol spread out to the left. Danger averted for now. Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Very nicely done. Bruno Mendes tries a cross. And he thumps it clear. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Portugal pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Portugal definitely approached the game in the right way. A nice mix-up of tactics.